trickies. Hi, so we've got downtime currently, and a bunch of people are going to be rushing the servers anyways, so if you see this and you haven't started playing yet, probably like maybe a day or so. I understand everything's just like, I gotta do it now, but you know, this game, once you get through enough patches with things, you kind of realize you don't need to do it the day it comes out. You can wait a little while. I mean, I understand they have the weekly, you know, things for featured episodes, but it doesn't mean you have to do it on Tuesday. You can do it Thursday when everybody has already done it and like they've had to do any rolling hot fixes for any of the missions. Hasn't happened a lot, but it's happened before. So that's just a general, hey look, it's a significant patch disclaimer. Now on to the actual news for console. Seriously, STO Xbox has nothing since the 30th? I am sorry, console. This is the third week in a row. I ain't got crap for you. I mean, even if I click Xbox One, I mean, they're talking about the Kobayashi Maru event, but that's not in the actual news. And it was even tagged STO Xbox. I see the Kobayashi Maru thing. What do we got? Research and Development Weekend. Never mind. It's all here. It's just not tagged under STO Xbox. No. Their tags aren't working on their forums. Never mind. R&D Weekend went bye-bye. What are your patch notes for today? Okay, you guys are getting Twin Tribulations, which is just like the PvE event with the war game scenario, except rather than going in a circle, you're going in a straight line. And you just have to get to the end. So if you have someone that's AFK at the beginning and isn't doing their crap, guess what? You're screwed. But basically it's the same thing. You've got I've explained it before. You've got the three different... Yes, you have 3 tests you have to do. And those are of the random and they won't repeat. So it's like a combo lock, kill all the enemies, stay in the box, all that jazz. That stuff. And you're just running straight through. So doing them fast. Like in the other one where you're going in a circle, you want to do them fast because then that means you get more time where they're not attacking you on their thing. But you don't have to worry about picking whether or not you're going to have energy or projectile things, or you're going to strengthen your hull or weaken their hull. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to get to the next room. And it's got little circles that you fly through that make you go a little bit faster so you don't have to full impulse and then worry about your power level shifting. That's that one. Kobayashi, I mean, this is for July 17th. Yeah, these are the patch notes for the 18th. You guys are having the Kobayashi Maru event. Not fan of it. I tried to go in and hybrid DPS heal the Kobayashi Maru because I know when I did the other one that was kind of like this, I was like, hey, and I could actually heal it for a fair bit. But this one, like, the Kobayashi Maru runs into danger. I think we got to a max of wave 4. Then I tried to fully heal it. Like, I didn't do any damage at all. I literally just tried to heal the crap out of that thing and keep it safe. We made it to wave 5. No. Then I tried to full-blown DPS it. Didn't even try healing it. Didn't even heal anybody else. Just blew the crap out of as much stuff as I could. Did all my wonderful science out. No. Wave 5. Swear to God, like, it's because the Kobayashi Maru, the ship, ran into danger. You guys will have it this weekend from Thursday the 20th until the 24th. Don't expect to get a lot out of it, but you can still get your thing to get the console. Is it console? Whatever. You do it 3 days out of 5 and you get it. New items have been added to the Phoenix Prize Redemption Store. Tier 1, Lukari Hokun Science Vessel, and the Brain Chelgrat Boal Warship. Tier 4, VSS Tanius Admiralty Ship Card. Content. Duty Officer reward from All That Glitters is now open into either the EMH Mark 1 or a Duty Officer of up to very rare quality if the player already has an EMH Mark 1 Duty Officer on that character. System. Resolved an issue where the competitive wargame shield procs could be activated by damage over time effects. Fair enough. Pounce no longer scales with kit performance. Dang. Photonic Fleet can no longer be used in social zones. I think that hasn't I don't think that's actually been in the... I'll have to read the PC ones here in a bit. Resolved an issue that caused Elachi ground weapons to always bypass shields. Well, dang. People actually have to play the real game. Anyways. So, and then Constitution plus Miranda ship updates. Free variant of the Miranda saucer has been added, named Miranda Beta. Link below if you want to read all the very specific things on this. There's not a lot stuff, but you guys are getting another feature episode. So moving on to PC patch notes, which are significantly bigger. We're getting Brushfire, which has General Martok in it and the other Klingon guy. And it's still involving the Zenkethi threat in the Alpha Quadrant. It's a featured episode, so it's going to have release things over and over every week or so. The Endeavor system's coming in, and that's like World... I have to log in later and figure out what this is like, because it's like, is it World Quest? Is it such and such? Is it this, that, and the other thing? I don't know. Wednesday, Thursday. So there's probably one today, and then you'll get another one tomorrow, and then Thursday will be the same one, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be the same one. So 3 a week. That makes sense. And then the Ferengi Admiralty campaign's coming in. Hopefully you'll be able to generate a lot more EC and GPL out of this, rather than just like commodities, rather than research material from like comets and stuff and prisoners. I mean, maybe you can get prisoners, but you can buy prisoners. Use a trader to get prisoners rather than like a security mission where you liberate whatever. There is a visual effects change to cloud effects, like eject warp plasma, vent theta radiation, particle emission, plasma torpedo in all firing modes. Your bridge up, things that make clouds. In an effort to improve performance, cloud-like visual effects from certain powers will no longer be visible if within a minimum distance of identical cloud effects. I don't know what that means. All other behavior associated with the power remains unchanged. This is just visual effects, so don't worry if you don't use it. Improve the appearance of Borg console visuals on the Phoenix Shuttle holo emitter in sector space. Fair enough. Singularity Warp Shadows has been redesigned slightly. Warp Shadows can now be damaged, while Warp Shadows are attacking non-player target. That target is prevented from attacking the Warp Shadow creator. Oh. Singularity Jump. Kinetic damage now scales with an EPG, particle generator, skill, and kinetic damage buffs. Nice! Yeah. Oh, here's the competitive war game. Shield procs were activated by damage over time effects. Power Tray. Added support for up to 10 rows or columns to the Space Power Tray. Wow. Added support for, I mean, I know there's 10 bars on there, but you can only go up to 3. So that's what's weird. You might be able to go up to, in case you wanted to have a tablet of abilities, I guess. The power settings tray will now be hidden when clicking outside of the buttons. Oh, good. Added a separate option to toggle the fire all buttons independent of how many trays rows there are. We might have an issue looking at our UIs right now. Echoes of Light, course sampling on the second comet, no longer timed, but instead completes as soon as the player has collected enough material. Fluid Dynamics, adjusted allied ships so they should move quickly to aid the player when engaging the Borg. Thank you. Resolved an issue where the Core Assault Advanced rewards listed that it rewarded Iconian marks instead of fleet marks. So there's that. And then the featured episode doesn't say anything about what it's things, but we'll all see what it's. So the next lockbox we have is the Sona. Star Trek Interaction. That's a ship, that's a console. We have the stats here in a little bit. I'm going over what's not a ship in this lockbox right now. Genetic resequencers, ground, invigorating radiation. After taking radiation damage, you heal over time and remove all debuffs. Wow! Introspection. While you remain stationary, you gain an increased outgoing damage and regeneration rate at the cost of resistance rating. Alright. Space, repair crews. While in combat, you gain a stacking hull resistance and regeneration boost. That's cool. Good for cruisers. Jeez, that's nice. Reconstructive radiation. After taking radiation damage, you heal over time and remove all debuffs. So, cool. By the way, Aceton Beam is radiation damage? The Alliance's best have been experimenting with and adapting Sona technology and the technology used against the Sona for more varied uses. And some of the fruit of their labor is new kit modules. Transport Inhibitor. While active, the Transport Inhibitor field will grant dodge chance and teleport immunity to all allies in range, and prevent foes from beaming in fabrications or allies to a system. Ooh, that's good. I don't necessarily, maybe that would work against NPCs, but I'm not necessarily sure. I know, I know some of the Starfleet guys will be engineers and they'll beam in like stuff, but I'm not sure if the other alien races, like I know like species A472 doesn't do anything like that, but the other part could be really cool. Just an increased dodge chance is amazing. Stasis drone. Summons a drone that will place enemies in stasis fields and attack others with radiation damage. Isolation field generator. Deploys a fabrication that stealths all nearby allies while they remain out of combat. Entering combat will give a short duration damage bonus, but will cancel the stealth. Oh. That's good, actually. Especially if you can, like, put it down and then, like, everybody can, like, run in. But that sounds... like, are these universal, or are they... because they all seem pretty engineering. Rounding out the offerings, new equipment... Isolytic plasma weapons. Space beam, space cannon, ground weapons. Isolytic plasma weaponry has a chance to deal plasma damage to the target and pull enemy towards the target hit. Alright, Lobi Store is going to get the Advanced Isolytic Plasma Dual Beam Bank, Advanced Isolytic Plasma Cannon, and the Advanced Isolytic Tri-Cobalt Torpedo Launcher, and Console Universal Weapon Systems Enhancer are all a part of the sensor modification set. No, we have no information on that. The Advanced Isolytic Weapons, in addition to their normal effects, have an additional armor pen every time they critically hit, and have a high amount of innate crit chance. Combining two pieces of this set, oh, here we are, will grant an increase to Tri-Cobalt projection damage and plasma-directed energy weapon damage. And combining three pieces with this set will grant boosts to your kinetic damage resistance, weapon specialization, and hull penetration. Alright, and for those who like fashion, you can dress like Ruafo, or many of the other Sona, with the swooping around, like, getting with the gold on top. Yeah, you can dress like that if you want. Make yourself all Sona-like when the Kirk... Anyways, let's move on to the ship stats before I make my face stick like that. The big ol' super prize ship is a Sona command science vessel. Kind of looks squat and short and squat. Represent the bulk of their fleet, striking a balance between debilitating their foes and supporting their fellow combat vessels. What do we got here? Lieutenant Universal Intelligence Commander Science / Command Specialist Bridge Officer. Okay, Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Lieutenant Engineering, Lieutenant Science. Alright, that's good. Something to use Commander Bridge Officers. Like, I understand that I would much rather put a Commander Science thing in there myself, but there's not many ships out there that can do that, especially that are probably going to have... Yep, science vessel package. Inspiration abilities. Oh, okay, a science vessel with and it is full-blown. It's got sensor analysis, subsystem targeting, and a secondary deflector slot. It is a science vessel with inspiration abilities. It probably has a fair bit of hull, but its shield modifier is 1.285. Wow. Not as good as my Vesta. But again, also a lot sturdier than my Vesta. 5 science, 3 engineering, 3 tactical. Console is the Deep Analytics Sensor Package. The Starship trait is Kick Them While They're Down. That sounds interesting. So the Mastery Package is just Science Vessel, Exotic Damage, Shield Hit Points, Healing, plus Shield Regen and Hardness, and then Kick Them While They're Down. Deep Analytics Sensor Package. When activated, the console emanates a field 3 kilometers in every direction, which lasts a moderate duration. All allies within this field, including yourself, are granted increased shield pen and armor pen for as long as they remain within the field. Meanwhile, all foes within the field will have one beneficial effect removed every second, starting with the longest, as well as suffering penalties to ability recharge times. Dang! This console also has a passive boost to Max Aux, Control Expertise, and Shield Hardness. This console may be equipped on any slot on any Sona starship, but you may only have one. Cool. Kick Them While They're Down, the Starship trait. While this trait is slotted, activating any foe-targeted controlled bridge officer, which I know Aaron had one. He has a command one. It kind of like puts a little like hexagon or something up, and it like you focus on one ship, and that's what I'm thinking, a foe-targeted command officer. on an enemy that is affected by a control effect, so half of what science does, will grant you an increased crit chance for a moderate period of time. And the effect can stack several times. Does not say how many. Alright, so the Sona Intel Battlecruiser, the vanguard of the Sona fleet, capable of withstanding heavy fire while simultaneously undermining their foe's ability to put up a strong fight, all without sacrificing offensive power. Commander Engineering, Intelligence, Lieutenant Universal Command. Ooh, a lot of command chips, but they're, yeah. It features active sensor arrays, which allow this intel craft to gather information about their target to expose a vulnerability in their defenses. Dang, Commander Intelligence on a cruiser. Yeah, it's a battle cruiser. Man. 5 weapons up front, 3 in the back. Yeah, Lieutenant Universal Command, Lieutenant Science, Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Lieutenant Engineering. So you basically have a lieutenant of all 3, as well as a command, but the command is shared with the Universal. Lieutenant Commander Tactical and then Commander. Wow. 4 Tactical, 4 Engineering, 3 Science, as I would expect from a battlecruiser. Console is Subspace Barrier Agitator, Passive Sensor Masking, Active Sensor Arrays, Gather Intelligence, Expose Vulnerability Defenses, Expose Vulnerability Weapon Systems, and Expose Vulnerability Critical Systems, and has cruiser commands. Strategic Maneuvering, that's turn faster, move a little faster. Shield Frequency Modulation, Weapon System Efficiency. So it doesn't have Taunt. Might be a good thing. It's got Battlecruiser Mastery Package, as well as subspatial warheads. Oh no. Dangerous subspace weaponry. The Sona developed this specialized piece of deflector technology, subspace barrier agitator, capable of analyzing local space near an enemy and find weak points. Then using automated quantum drilling drones, these weak points are violently torn open to create volatile anomalies which seek out enemies and damage them while draining their subsystem energy. This console also provides a passive boost to maximum shield power, drain expertise, and shield capacity. Starship trait, subspatial warhead, high yield, and transport warhead will cause an isolytic tear to form near the damaged target. This anomaly will chase down the nearest foe, causing physical damage and draining engine subsystem power to any enemies it encounter. As a 2-piece for both of those ships, it's the Briar Patch Explorer. Plus 20% damage with plasma energy weapons, and 10% hull regeneration. 20% when not in combat. So that's that for this. Hopefully the servers will be back up by the time we get around to getting this video uploaded. And I will see you guys next week for probably spoilers or stuff about Brushfire, because it's Martok, I have to play it, but again, servers are down right now. So we'll chat with you guys next week. Bye!